Welcome to Book Buzz Reviews and Summaries. Imagine carrying a heavy suitcase filled with emotions, anger, sadness, fear, that you've pushed aside over the years, thinking they'd simply disappear. But what if those feelings, instead of fading, have been silently weighing you down, manifesting as physical illness, emotional distress, or even sabotaging your happiness? In Feelings, Buried Alive Never Die, Karol Truman delves into the profound connection between our suppressed emotions and the impact they have on our mental, emotional, and physical well-being. This groundbreaking book challenges the notion that time heals all wounds, revealing that unresolved feelings, if left unaddressed, continue to live within us, influencing our lives in ways we might not even realize. Truman offers powerful tools and techniques to help you identify, release, and heal these buried emotions, allowing you to break free from the chains of your past and step into a life of greater peace, health, and fulfillment. Whether you've been struggling with chronic pain, emotional instability, or an unexplained sense of unease, Feelings, Buried Alive Never Die, provides the roadmap to understanding the hidden forces at play and the path to true healing. Unlock the door to your emotional freedom and discover the transformative power of releasing what no longer serves you. Introduction: The Silent Echoes of Our Emotions. In the vast realm of self-help and emotional healing literature, Feelings, Buried Alive Never Die, by Karol Truman stands as a monumental work that delves into the often overlooked domain of our buried emotions. Truman's book, first published in 1991, continues to resonate with readers around the globe, offering profound insights into the impact of suppressed emotions on our physical and emotional well-being. As the title suggests, the central thesis of the book revolves around the idea that unresolved feelings, when not properly addressed, continue to influence our lives in ways we might not even recognize. Truman's work is not just a book, but a guide, a manual, and a companion for anyone on the journey of emotional healing. It is a bridge between the mind and body, emotions and health, and it presents a compelling argument for the need to address and release suppressed emotions to live a healthy, fulfilled life. Through the lens of personal stories, practical exercises, and spiritual insights, Feelings, Buried Alive Never Die, invites readers to explore the depths of their emotional landscape and embark on a transformative journey of self-discovery and healing. Chapter 1: Understanding the Core Concept. The Emotional Underpinnings of Physical Health. At the heart of Truman's book is the connection between emotions and physical health. She argues that many physical ailments are not merely the result of external factors like diet, environment, or genetics, but are also deeply rooted in unresolved emotions. This idea is not entirely new, as ancient healing traditions such as traditional Chinese medicine and Ayurveda have long recognized the mind-body connection. However, Truman takes this concept further by offering a practical approach to identifying and releasing these buried emotions. The concept of cellular memory. One of the key concepts introduced in the book is that of cellular memory. Truman posits that our cells hold on to the emotions we experience, particularly those we have not fully processed or released. These emotions, she suggests, can manifest as physical pain, illness, or emotional imbalances if left unresolved. The notion of cellular memory adds a layer of complexity to the understanding of emotional health, suggesting that our bodies are not just passive vessels but active participants in our emotional lives. Case study: Sarah's journey to healing. Truman illustrates this concept with the story of Sarah, a woman who suffered from chronic migraines for years. Despite numerous medical consultations and treatments, her condition did not improve. It was only when Sarah began to explore the emotional underpinnings of her pain that she found relief. Through guided introspection and the techniques outlined in Truman's book, Sarah discovered that her migraines were linked to unresolved grief from the loss of her father. By addressing and releasing this buried emotion, Sarah was able to alleviate her physical symptoms. The role of forgiveness and letting go. A significant theme in the book is the role of forgiveness in emotional healing. Truman emphasizes that holding on to resentment, anger, or guilt can be detrimental to both our emotional and physical health. Forgiveness, she argues, is not about condoning the actions of others, but about freeing ourselves from the emotional weight of past hurts. The process of letting go is crucial in releasing buried feelings and restoring balance to our lives. Chapter 2, The Mind-Body Connection. How Emotions Manifest in the Body. Truman meticulously explores how specific emotions are linked to certain physical conditions. For example, she suggests that anger can manifest as liver problems, while unresolved grief may contribute to lung issues. This mind-body connection is central to her thesis, and she provides a detailed chart in the book that maps out various emotions and their potential physical manifestations. This chart serves as a valuable tool for readers to begin identifying the emotional roots of their own physical ailments. The power of affirmations. In addition to identifying buried emotions, Truman advocates for the use of affirmations as a powerful tool for emotional healing. Affirmations are positive statements that help reprogram the subconscious mind, replacing negative thought patterns with more constructive ones. Truman provides specific affirmations for a wide range of emotional and physical issues, encouraging readers to incorporate them into their daily lives. Case study: John Strachan. John, a businessman struggling with chronic back pain, had tried every conventional treatment without success. It wasn't until he read Truman's book and began to explore the possibility that his pain was linked to his feelings of inadequacy and stress at work that he saw improvement. By using affirmations such as "I am strong, capable, and deserving of success," John was able to shift his mindset and, over time, his back pain diminished significantly. This case study highlights the transformative power of addressing the emotional roots of physical ailments. The role of visualization. Truman also introduces the concept of visualization as a tool for healing. Visualization involves imagining the body in a state of perfect health and well-being, reinforcing the positive changes we wish to see. This technique, combined with affirmations, can help rewire the brain and promote healing at a cellular level. Truman's approach to visualization is not just about wishful thinking but is grounded in the understanding that the mind and body are intricately connected. Chapter 3, Tools and Techniques for Emotional Release. The process of identifying buried emotions. One of the most valuable aspects of Feelings, Buried Alive Never Die, is the practical guidance it offers for identifying buried emotions. Truman outlines a step-by-step process that readers can follow to uncover the emotions that may be affecting their health and well-being. This process involves introspection, journaling, and mindfulness practices, all aimed at bringing subconscious emotions to the surface. The script, a tool for emotional healing. A cornerstone of Truman's method is what she calls the script, a written affirmation designed to help release buried emotions. The script is a customizable tool that readers can tailor to their specific needs, addressing the emotions and issues they wish to resolve. Truman provides several examples of scripts in the book and encourages readers to create their own based on their personal experiences. Case study: Lisa's breakthrough. Lisa, a woman who had struggled with depression for most of her life, found herself at a crossroads. Traditional therapy and medication had only provided temporary relief, and she was desperate for a more lasting solution. After reading Truman's book, Lisa decided to try the script. Through daily practice, she began to uncover deep-seated feelings of unworthiness that had been buried since childhood. As she continued to use the script, she noticed a gradual shift in her emotional state, and her depression began to lift. Lisa's story is a testament to the power of Truman's methods and the potential for deep emotional healing. The role of prayer and meditation. Truman also emphasizes the importance of prayer and meditation in the healing process. These practices, she suggests, help to quiet the mind and create a space for emotional release. Prayer, in particular, is seen as a way to connect with a higher power and seek guidance in the healing journey. Meditation, on the other hand, helps to cultivate mindfulness and present-moment awareness, which are essential for identifying and releasing buried emotions. Chapter 4, Healing the Inner Child. Understanding the inner child concept. One of the more profound aspects of Truman's work is her exploration of the inner child, a concept that refers to the part of us that holds the emotions, memories, and experiences of our childhood. Truman argues that many of our buried feelings originate in childhood and that healing these emotions requires us to reconnect with our inner child. The importance of nurturing the inner child. Truman suggests that the inner child is often neglected or ignored, leading to feelings of abandonment, fear, and insecurity. To heal these buried emotions, it is essential to nurture and care for the inner child, providing the love, attention, and validation that may have been lacking in childhood. This process involves revisiting past experiences, understanding the emotions they triggered, and offering compassion to the inner child. Case study: David's journey to inner child healing. David, a successful professional, had always struggled with feelings of inadequacy and low self-esteem. Despite his achievements, he could never shake the sense that he was not good enough. After reading Feelings, Buried Alive Never Die, and working with a therapist, David began to explore his inner child. He discovered that his feelings of inadequacy were rooted in his childhood, where he often felt overlooked and unappreciated by his parents. By nurturing his inner child and offering the validation he had always sought, David was able to heal these deep-seated emotions and develop a stronger sense of self-worth. Techniques for inner child healing. Truman provides several techniques for inner child healing, including visualization exercises, journaling, and affirmations. These practices help to bring the inner child's needs to the forefront and offer the love and care necessary for healing. Truman also emphasizes the importance of patience and compassion in this process, as healing the inner child can be a gradual and ongoing journey. Chapter 5: The Spiritual Dimension of Healing. The role of spirituality in emotional healing. Truman's book is deeply rooted in the belief that true healing involves not just the mind and body, but the spirit as well. She argues that spiritual practices are essential for releasing buried emotions and restoring balance to our lives. Whether through prayer, meditation, or connecting with a higher power, spirituality provides a framework for understanding and healing our emotional wounds. The concept of divine guidance. A recurring theme in the book is the idea of divine guidance, a belief that we are not alone in our healing journey but are supported by a higher power. Truman encourages readers to seek this guidance through prayer and meditation, trusting that the answers and insights they need will be revealed in due time. This spiritual perspective adds a layer of depth to the healing process, suggesting that emotional healing is not just a personal journey but a spiritual one as well. Case study: Maria's spiritual awakening. Maria, a woman who had struggled with anxiety for most of her life, found herself drawn to Truman's book during a particularly difficult time. As she read, she began to explore the spiritual dimension of her anxiety, realizing that much of her fear was rooted in a lack of trust in the universe. Through prayer and meditation, Maria began to cultivate a deeper connection with her spirituality, which in turn helped to alleviate her anxiety. She found that as she released her fears and placed her trust in a higher power, her emotional state improved significantly. The healing power of love and compassion. Truman also emphasizes the healing power of love and compassion, both for ourselves and others. She suggests that many of our buried emotions are the result of a lack of love, whether from others or from ourselves. By cultivating love and compassion, we can begin to heal these wounds and create a more positive and nurturing environment for our emotions to thrive. Chapter 6: Integrating Emotional Healing into Daily Life. Practical tips for daily emotional maintenance. While Feelings, Buried Alive Never Die offers powerful tools for deep emotional healing, Truman also provides practical tips for integrating these practices into daily life. She emphasizes the importance of regular emotional maintenance, suggesting that just as we care for our physical bodies, we must also care for our emotional health on a daily basis. The importance of mindfulness. Mindfulness is a key component of daily emotional maintenance. Truman encourages readers to cultivate mindfulness in their everyday lives, paying attention to their emotions as they arise and addressing them before they become buried. This practice helps to prevent the accumulation of unresolved feelings and promotes emotional balance and well-being. Case study: Jessica's daily emotional routine. Jessica, a busy mother of 3, found it challenging to make time for her emotional health. After reading Truman's book, she decided to incorporate mindfulness and emotional maintenance into her daily routine. Each morning, Jessica spent a few minutes journaling about her emotions and using affirmations to set a positive tone for the day. She also practiced mindfulness throughout the day, checking in with her emotions and addressing any feelings that arose. Over time, Jessica noticed a significant improvement in her emotional well-being, as well as a greater sense of peace and balance in her life. Creating a supportive environment. Truman also emphasizes the importance of creating a supportive environment for emotional healing. This includes surrounding ourselves with positive influences, setting healthy boundaries, and making time for self-care. By creating a nurturing environment, we can support our emotional health and prevent the buildup of buried feelings. Chapter 7: The Transformative Power of Emotional Healing. The Impact of Releasing Buried Emotions. As readers progress through Truman's book, it becomes clear that the process of releasing buried emotions is not just about alleviating physical or emotional symptoms, but about transforming our lives. By addressing and healing our buried feelings, we can experience greater clarity, purpose, and fulfillment. Truman's work is a testament to the transformative power of emotional healing, offering hope and inspiration to those on the path to self-discovery. The ripple effect of emotional healing. Truman also explores the ripple effect of emotional healing, suggesting that as we heal ourselves, we also impact those around us. By releasing our buried emotions, we create a more positive and loving environment for our families, friends, and communities. This ripple effect underscores the importance of emotional healing not just for ourselves, but for the greater good. Case study: Mark's life transformation. Mark, a man who had spent most of his life feeling disconnected and unfulfilled, found himself drawn to Truman's book after a series of personal challenges. As he worked through the exercises and techniques, Mark began to uncover and release the buried emotions that had been holding him back. This process not only improved his emotional and physical health, but also led to a profound transformation in his relationships, career, and overall sense of purpose. Mark's story illustrates the life-changing impact of Truman's work and the potential for deep and lasting transformation. A call to action. In the final chapters of the book, Truman issues a call to action, encouraging readers to take responsibility for their emotional health and embark on the journey of healing. She emphasizes that while the process may be challenging, the rewards are well worth the effort. Truman's work serves as both a guide and a source of inspiration for anyone seeking to live a more balanced, fulfilling, and emotionally healthy life. Conclusion: A journey of self-discovery and healing. Feelings, Buried Alive Never Die, by Karol. Truman is more than just a book, it is a roadmap to emotional healing and self-discovery. Through its exploration of the mind-body connection, the power of forgiveness, the role of spirituality, and practical tools for emotional release, Truman's work offers a comprehensive guide for anyone seeking to address and heal their buried emotions. The book's impact lies not only in its profound insights, but also in its practical approach to emotional healing. By offering specific techniques, case studies, and affirmations, Truman provides readers with the tools they need to embark on their own healing journey. Whether you are dealing with physical ailments, emotional challenges, or simply seeking to live a more fulfilled life, Feelings, Buried Alive Never Die, offers the guidance and support you need to transform your life from the inside out. In a world where emotions are often suppressed or overlooked, Truman's work serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of addressing and healing our buried feelings. By doing so, we can unlock the potential for greater health, happiness, and fulfillment in our lives. As the title suggests, feelings buried alive never die, but with the right tools and guidance, they can be healed, released, and transformed into a source of strength and empowerment. Please read the book to learn more and consider subscribing to support the channel. Thank you.